Good evening, everyone. We are going to talk about a topic by the name of interviews. We've already spoken about how to be making a CV, right? Today we shall extensively talk about interviews. First of all, let's understand what's the definition of an interview. An interview is an efficient process which helps the institute to choose the best candidate. Now, when I am selecting, why do I need to create a process through which certain people can be rejected and certain people can be accepted? I think answer is very obvious, that I am looking forward for the best of the people working or studying with me as an institute. Yes, no? There are 4 outcomes which can be there for an interview. First outcome is that you can select a right candidate. Yes, no? That is what we are looking at. Second outcome is where you reject a right candidate. There is a possibility, human error. Third outcome is where you reject a wrong candidate, which is again what something which we are looking at, not to take somebody who is not fit. And last outcome is that you accept a wrong candidate. Again, that is possible. Yes, no. What I am wanting in this process is that I should be maximizing the acceptance of right candidates and rejection of the wrong candidates. And I should minimize acceptance of wrong candidates and rejection of right candidates. These are only 4 outcomes which can happen. What is the purpose of an interview? From a candidate's perspective, I want to clarify the outcomes of the course. What this particular course is going to give me. I want to determine if I can or will do a course. Now there is a difference between can and will. Let me give you a simulation. How many of us can do a job of sweeping the floor? All of us. We can. There is nothing special about it. There is no special skill required. But how many of you will be ready to do it against the price? Let us say I ask you, what is the job, what is the salary which you are expecting per month? Somebody may get up and say, sir, I want ₹1,00,000 a month. I'll say, well, great, granted. But from tomorrow, you'll have to come to my office and make sure that the entire floor is clean, and then you have to serve water to the guests who are coming in my cabin, then a couple of times you have to prepare tea, wash glasses, keep them back. My question is, will I be comfortable doing that job? May not be. May not be. Because I might feel that I am not studied, or whatever I have done till now is not for doing this particular job. Same way, when I am being accepted in an institution, you go there with the mindset of, let us say, taking up, mass communication as a curriculum. But somewhere down the line you realize that the curriculum which is majorly being taught there is relating to acting and filmmaking. Maybe there is a disconnect. Yes, no? You can do that, but you may not wish to do that. Right? So I am wanting to determine if I can/will do the course, and again I want to determine the fitness. Do I fit as a candidate in this institution? From the interviewers or the selectors' perspective, I am looking at to evaluate the candidate based on cultural and intellectual requirements. Now, the word culture is a big word. Let us say, I train people for becoming, let us say, very good spies. Spy, you understand? India also has a wing which is known as the research and analysis wing, RAW. People who work with RAW, they spy what other countries or what other dignitaries of other countries are doing. They're spies. And I'm training those people. Will I take or look forward for a person who is very, very flamboyant, who is very, very outgoing, who would do some mischief in some country, come back and tell to the media, see, I blasted them off. Will we want that sort of person? No. So what are the requirements of that particular institution? What is the culture which I am looking forward for that particular institution is something which I want to see in you. If I am wanting people with good leadership skills and you are not containing one, maybe you are not right fit. Yes, no. Exactly. That's what as an interviewer I want to judge. Are you rightly fit for this particular institution and its culture? Purpose further is to assess your hard skills as it relates to the skills required in the institution and soft skills such as communication, leadership, teamwork, initiative, motivation, problem solving and creativity amongst others. I want to analyze your personality and communication as it relates to interacting with peers, subordinates and supervisors. I also want to analyze your knowledge of the institute, its goals, mission, expansion plans and academic outlook. What do you know about me? I want to understand from you. Is it that you have just come because somebody else was coming or somebody recommended you, or you have actually researched and you have found this place fit to be in? And to determine if your personality and values fit with the institute's personalities, values and culture. No matter how qualified you are on paper, you need to present yourself to the people who have the authority to select you. You need to rebuild your state. Right? Remember, as I said, interviews are a two-way communication process, conveying your abilities and skills and collecting more information about the institute and the course. That means you are also interviewing the institution. Are you getting what I am saying? These are some of the grading criteria which, like when we go and interview students for intake in IIM Ahmedabad or Nirma University Institute of Management and so on, we are given a set of traits based on which the candidate is to be assessed. These are some few traits, which I have tried putting. It can be intelligence, it can be responsibility level, it can be appearance and poise, interpersonal relations, integrity, self-confidence, communication skills, interests, leadership potential, and maybe to some level interviewing skills as well. These are some rating criteria of candidates when you select.